What is up, everybody? It's your favorite former U.S. men's national team player, Jimmy Conrad, also known as Manager Eno, and welcome to Season 2 of my career mode. Now, before we move forward in this episode, I wanted to address some of your concerns in the comments section, starting with AVJ, who's like, Arsenal! Why? And I'll tell you why. Because, as everybody knows, La Liga is considered the best league in the world. And I figured, well, if I could get fourth in that league, then I'm definitely gonna get first in the Premier League. And I really wanted a guaranteed trophy in Season 2, so that's why. And then I want to address Max's comment, who says, oh, bring Wenger back, out with Eno. Are you watching in real life? Wenger is terrible. And then there's a comment from Ollie who says, Arsenal Fan TV is gonna be lit. Yeah, you're right, lit. It's gonna be lit with love, because I am doing them and the club a huge favor, because we're gonna spend some money, baby, and that's gonna actually help us win something. And then I wanna give a special shout out to Whack47, W-A-Q. Do you think that's whack? Is that whackity whack? Whack? Walk? Like guacamole? Whack? You wrote this huge, giant thing, a how-to instructional booklet, let's just call it, on how to play with Arsenal. And I appreciate that. I'm gonna reference it a lot. It's gonna be my Bible. I'm gonna be like, ah. Sound effects for that mic. Ah. And I'm just gonna thumb through it. I'm gonna print it out. It's gonna be like 15 pages. Anyway, thanks for that whack. Also, before we get into all the names that you guys suggested that I should pick up in the transfer and who I should sell and all that good stuff, I wanna give a shout out to Sarthak and Nick, who noticed my budget, my transfer budget and my wage budget. And they said, look, this is way too high. You have more money to spend. Move that over a little bit. I was like, you got it. You know, I wanna like break the bank to be good this season. I think I'm gonna go 95, 5. I think that's what you guys suggested. I read the comments. They don't always sink in, but I read them. So let's take a moment to look at this squad. Now, Edward has suggested I get into a 4-3-3 formation. Now, I don't know what formation is gonna be best until we know which guys we're gonna buy and sell. So there's two things going on, and I just wanna hold off on the formations as of yet. Let's just get to the players that I'm gonna sell. So first and foremost, Giroud and Ramsey, they gotta go. We can't have anybody on the team that is more handsome than the manager. That is a rule. That's why Ozil, however you say it, he gets to stay. Also, I just think that Giroud is a poor man's Gamero. And he's like a lamppost out there, to steal a line from my friend Poet. Okay, so Giroud and Ramsey are out. We're gonna put them on the sell list. Granit Xhaka is just a walking red card, so he's gonna be out. Sanchez is gonna stay, Cazorla's gonna stay, Ozil's gonna stay. Monreal, I actually like Monreal in real life. He's steady, but I think there's better options. Koscielny and Mustafi, I'm gonna try to see who else is out there. I know that you guys suggested a bunch of players, and we'll get into that in a second. And then Petr Cech, I think right now, I mean, I'd love to get Jan Oblak from Atleti because I thought he was magic for me. I mean, borderline MVP for me. I don't know if that's where I want to spend my money when Petr Cech's solid. Like, I think he's gonna keep us in games. So a couple different options there. And then as we get into the substitutes, Perez, yeah, you're out. Welbeck, if you were healthy and can stay healthy, I'd consider it, but you're out. Walcott, I don't know if I'll sell him outright, but I might package him to go buy somebody else. And then Ox, there was a guy in the comments named Josh who's an absolute love affair with Ox. I mean, he wrote him a love letter. I think if he could marry the guy, he would do it. And that's cool. I would go to your wedding and would get you a gift. It would be great. Be a Warm Ballers t-shirt whenever I get those made. But you wrote with such passion that I feel like 50 Shades of Ox, he needs to be on the team. I'm gonna keep him on the team. So Ox is in. And then Ospina, whatever. Holding, I don't care. Gibbs, yeah, whatever. I mean, Mertesacker, I could peace out with you. I mean, whatever to the rest of the guys. I mean, I like all these guys. They're all really talented. But there's nobody I'm married to, so now let's get to the guys that I want to buy. As you guys can see, I'm on my short list for the transfers. And you guys came with a ton of great suggestions. And I talked to Mike K, and he was like, oh man, just have like 2 or 3 names on your short list.
No.
Like, what? No, 2 or 3 names?
No, that's not
Are you insane?
That's not what I said on our phone call. I said 2 to 3 players per position. So shut up.
I have about 15. Look at all these. Look at all these. All these. Look at. These are all the names that people suggested, including Burned Leno. Burned. That is a cool first name, Burned. So there was someone in the comments named Henry Oakland. You said Burned Leno. That's a lot though, 51 million. I think Czech can be fine. I don't know if I'm gonna play more than 1 season. You know? With Arsenal, that is. I love career mode. We keep it going forever. And then you also said to get Sidibe. I think he's boss in real life at left back. I have a whole bunch of left backs. Ricardo Rodriguez, and then Alexandro, who's amazing, and then Gaia, who I had at Atletico. I'm gonna have to buy him from myself. Then you said, you suggested some center backs as well. I think I skipped right past those guys. Rugani and Van Dijk, which I think those guys are good, and that allows me to get rid of, I'd probably keep Koscielny, but get rid of Mustafi. I think he's solid, but I don't think he's the guy. So thank you to Hank Oakland for that. You gotta have an American on the team, right? Christian Pulisic's gonna go wherever Eno goes. And I'm not just saying that because I also coach US men's national team in this game, and it would help boost his levels, so he's really good on that, and I would never do that. Why would I do that? God bless America, my home, sweet home. I would never do that because I have a soft spot for this guy, and he just tore it up, even though he's age 30. Kevin Gamero. I cured him of his Gameroitis. He's coming with me. Lorenzo Insigne, by the way, stay as far away from my team as humanly possible. You're dog poop. And then the Blue Knights said, why don't you get Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? And I was like, yeah, I could, of course. I mean, 45 million doesn't even seem like that much. And I based this on Antoine Griezmann in season 1. His rating, like 110 million or something crazy. So Aubameyang for 45 seems all right. A lot of you guys asked for Keita, including Ignacio, and I appreciate that. I think he's a good buy. Also, I want to give a shout out to Clark Kent, who suggested Dries Mertens and Marco Reus. That's a good one. What's interesting though, is that when I was going to buy these guys, Lacazette is on Chelsea, and so is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Are you serious? That is a team to beat. So maybe if we can steal one, I might just want to have to steal one of those guys just to steal one of them. All right, so that's the list. Thank you everybody for your suggestions. I know I named just a few, but you guys were awesome. So keep those coming because they do help, and I do read all of them. So does Mike K. He only answers the ones where people say positive things about him. I don't know, it's just this thing. I go for anybody. You wanna come at me? Come at me. Come at me, because you know I'll sick on you. Minho. Eat a fat one! All right, so let's see if we get some of these suckers. Okay, guess what? I did some things, maybe some crazy things, maybe just a little bit crazy. And because of that, I got some emails. The first one was, I got Rugani and I traded him for Mustafi straight up. I don't have any attachment to the guy. I watch him play and I'm like, and Rugani seems like a boss. And then I tried to offer up Monreal, I think, and some cash for Alexandro. Yeah, they didn't like that. And then Atletico, I tried to get Gaia for Monreal and like 10 extra million, which I thought was even to what he's worth, and they said no. Naby Keita, I know he's young, and I know that Walcott probably has more value, but they agreed for the straight up deal. And how about this one? This one is crazy. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang for Granit Xhaka straight up. Straight up. I get Granit Xhaka off the team. I don't even rate the dude. And I get this guy, one of the best players in his position in the whole entire world. Oh, also, I should mention that I declined all preseason invitations to play because I gotta build my squad. It's gonna be different if I play with the guys now. I don't wanna get attached to anybody. So I just said, you know what? F you to the preseason tournaments. I just wanna get right to the Community Shield. And that is gonna be coming up next once we get through all this. Okay guys, so I was wrong. I thought I had Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That fell through. A whole bunch of stuff fell through.
This one is crazy. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang for Granit Xhaka straight up. Straight up.
I did make some moves though. Atletico Madrid, 37.5 for Kevin Gamero. Get the hell out of here. Are you serious? Atletico's not interested in Giroud. I get it. Oh, let's go. Yes, Alexandro. Oh, dude, team's so good. Whoa, this guy wants to go to Spurs? They want him, they can come get him. We're gonna overpay for his ass, Spurs. I'm looking for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I mean, it's just, this is really frustrating. And now I have the Community Shield ready to play. So let's just go take a look at the squad right now so you guys know what's happening. These are the boys as of right now. So Giroud is gonna start. It hurts for me to say that. Özil will be underneath him. Sanchez, Wilshere, Cazorla, Ramsey. I got Alexandro, Koscielny, Van Dijk is gonna be over there. I got Rugani as well, Bellerin. Playing against Manchester United in the Community Shield, and because I have not played in the preseason, I should probably do a little bit of training first. You know what? I'm just gonna play. Community Shield, gotta set up. It's it. This is it. It's lit. I'm trying to get rid of like half these dudes, and I hope they don't know because they're not gonna play well if they know. I should mention though, I sold Xhaka for like, I don't know how much money. 60 something million to Barcelona. They overpaid by 10 million, it's great. But now I gotta get a proper holding midfielder. Jack Wilshere sent me a note going, I think I can do the job. Yeah, if you were smoking cigarettes out there. Go on, Drew. Oh, come on, Drew, get it off your foot. Now you roll around? What are you rolling around for? What are you rolling around for? This is gonna take me a while. Yeah, Mike's gonna write something clever. It's gonna take all of us a while. Oh no. God! That's what I get for making fun of Mike.
That's what happens when you talk shit about your editor.
Give up a goal. Ah, I should have been in that spot in the first place. Jeez. Come on, Van Dijk. You have to attack the ball. You can't just sit and wait. Oh, man. Didn't Zlatan score one of those in real life? Like that same exact spot in the Community Shield? Shut your face, Swedish pirate. Gee, first half analysis. Eat a fat one to me. Hashtag soft helmet though, Petr Cech. All right, listen, first of all, Drew's coming out. Let's bring in the Ox. All right, Ox, let's do this, bud. Oh no. All right, so he told me Van Dijk because he is slow. Yes, you're in. You're in. Cut him. Hit it. Ooh, let's go! Who called it? Who called it? Just cut in, hit the corner. Thank you very much. Mesut Özil. Yes, he does what he wants. Mesut Özil, he does what he wants. Cuts it back to his strong foot. Thank you very much. Buries it. The haircut though. I don't know. Racing stripe. Not necessarily a fan of the racing stripe, but if he keeps that up, I'll get a racing stripe in my own hair. All right, boys. 1-1, all to play for. Oh, how does he get past two of us? Oh, I can feel another Zlatan header. Oh my, that is unbelievable, Van Dijk. What are you doing? We have two guys on the sideline to do that, and then the pirate comes in and buries it off the most, like a shot cross, a schross. God, I feel like I'm gonna put Welbeck in at Ramsey's spot, because Ramsey might as well not even be out there, dude. Let's see what Kaida's got. Put him there. And we're just bombing forward, baby. Come on. No, that was it. That was my one chance. No, damn it. I just wanted to start off well. I was building an all-star team, you know, and got all these pieces in place, but I have too many of Wenger's players still in charge. I went with his formation for the first 45 minutes, and yes, I'm making excuses. Because, later.